All right, recording as we go. So the patch notes just literally hit 2:01 p.m. It is 2:03. Oh no, we could have read these for 2 minutes already. All right, let's take a look. See what things. They branded this as the first major update for Darkest Dungeon 2's early access. So first major patch, the February patch. It was supposed to be out mid-February, but here we go. Beasts and Burdens updates. Darkest Dungeon 2 Beasts and Burdens update patch. Creature Den. The Creature Den is teaming with fan favorites from Darkest Dungeon. Rabid Gnashers, Webbers, Spitters, and Carrion Eaters are eager to welcome players into their home. I can't wait to have people die to a Weber-Spitter combo. Excellent. The Creature Den is a new location that can appear in any region excluding mountain and valley. New location. Okay, so we're gonna have to see if that's like a roadside location or if it's more like the sluices. So, we'll see. Players will face a random group of beasts in 2 waves. Oh, okay. So it is kind of like a lair. With no rest between the waves, it is a challenging encounter that should be planned for. Defeating these denizens will award players with one of several special animal part loot items. The item must be delivered to the end, where a grateful innkeeper and provisioner will confer substantial benefits to the party. A victory at the den will also lower loathing. Nice. So, like I said, almost like a new type of layer. Zoom in, please. Can you zoom in on Discord? I actually don't know. Let me know. Or if these patch notes are elsewhere, I'll open them elsewhere. Don't think so. Patch notes for ants. Sorry, I guess. Enhance. Just have to listen. Hero Pass. Heroes now arrive at the crossroads with a fleeting memory of their chosen path. Some paths are available for all heroes. Wanderers appear as a default and confer no special bonuses. Apprentices have one of their skills already mastered. Rarest of all, masters will have every skill upgraded already. Wow. That's actually nuts. Is there a theater mode for Discord? No idea. Update, are you out? The patch notes just hit, so I don't know. That's crazy. Nice. Some paths are available for yeah, we read that. Okay. Additionally, there are 2 paths per class that are unique to that hero type. The Plague Doctor, for example, may arrive as a surgeon, boasting increased health and specializing in melee, bleeding, and healing. Or she may appear as an alchemist with dramatically increased resistances and wildly powerful blight bonuses. So they can either have masteries unlocked right off the bat, or just the default, or they have specialties that actually make them stronger that run as that class. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Just not expecting that. The Oasis. New location, the Oasis. The Oasis allows you to select one hero and greatly reduce their stress. Alternatively, sometimes you will have the option to loot mineral-infused spring water, which is a potent combat item for reducing stress and healing some HP. We actually just ran into the Oasis earlier, which is interesting. New monsters. The Pillagers have added 2 new units to their ranks. The Pillager Firemouth steps up to reinforce the Antiquarian, bringing searing damage over time to the battlefield. The Pillager Mongrel guards its master and provides high-speed bleed damage. Mongrel. Don't make the Houndmaster an enemy. Don't do it. The swine proliferate unchecked in their filthy warrens. Swine Skiver, no! Makes a slathering return with a quiver full of rusted metal skewers. Swine Skiver is my most hated champion level added enemy in the first game. Like, there's the Squiffy Gas, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but people ask me and they're like, I hate this Swine Skiver. They are insane in the first game. Very high crit, very high damage, huge AoE, protection. I can't wait to run into them in this and see how strong they are in this game. Academic View. Although already functional in-game prior to this update, the Academic View, formerly known as the Token View, so that's where you hold G, has been polished and enhanced to facilitate the inspection of heroes and monsters alike during combat encounters. Holding Alt while mouse over a hero or enemy so Alt's the default, will focus the camera on that actor and bring up a summary of all statuses, tokens, and resistances. Alternatively, you can click middle mouse button to toggle the view on and off. Monster skills will appear here. Nice. Nice. So that was one thing that was kind of weird is in the first game, you could actually After an enemy used a specific move on your run, for the rest of that entire run, you could actually see it in their little information box in combat, provided the player has witnessed them in combat first. So it'll be interesting to see if that carries over between runs, or if it's like in the first game where each run you have to get that used on you. Play against it first. Pay close attention to the monster skill info, as it can provide clues as to how to defeat them. For example, the skill info will help you learn in which position the monster is most or least deadly. Fantastic. So now you won't have to worry about looking through game files to figure out, all right, can they hit position 4? Can they hit position 2? You know. Travelogue update. When arriving at the inn, players will be greeted by an updated travelogue that captures the important events of the previous region, with more clarity and flavor, including boss kills, meltdowns, quirks, and replacement heroes. Below the arrival heading, the rewards for having delivered any animal parts are similarly spelled out. Work on the travelogue will be ongoing throughout development. In addition to the above, there have been numerous quality of life and balance changes, including an upgraded encounter choice view, quick revisions, more specific inn and stagecoach item tooltips, adjustment to hero combo skills, revised hero shrine combats, and more. All right, so this is what we were wondering about, if there was going to be a balance patch coming with this. There is. The Den is not a new region. No, it's more like a layer. New monsters added. The Mongrel, which sounds like a dog. Firemouth, which we read about above, obviously. The Rabid Gnasher. The Zombie Dogs are back. The Carrion Eater. Carrion Devourer, the big one's back as well. Spitter and Weber. New champion, Gander. Is there going to be a killer goose? I hope so. Okay, get to the Barbarian. Combat changes and hero adjustments. A number of hero skills have been adjusted to allow earlier access to combo effects. This includes making both the application combo tokens and their resultant combo effects available to the base version of the 3 skills. Sounds good too. We'll have to see how it pans out. Thank you guys. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hit point in. We're just going over the patch notes that just hit for Darkest Dungeon 2. I appreciate you. Thank you, in. All right, Grave Robber. Pick the face down as a 50% extra crit. Sorry, as combo. Thrown Dagger, 50% with a combo. Poison Dart, 50% crit combo. So that sounds like it's that baseline. That is awesome. That is really, really nice. My only concern about combos and combo points in general, and it's something that we've already talked about a bit, is that right now, sometimes you don't want to eat up the combo point with a move, and like you want to save it. Let's say you want to save the combo point for your leper to hit into it. There's no option right now. I'm not sure how they would do that exactly, to not eat the combo point if you don't want to. And now it's going to be even harder. So like say I wanted her to use pick to the face, so I didn't want it to eat combo points because I also have the leper. I might not upgrade this before, but now, even if I don't upgrade it, it's going to eat the combo. So I'm on the fence about that. I kind of wish there was a way, like I said, to preserve combo point. Maybe like a trinket that doesn't or has a chance not to consume combo point would be pretty awesome. Hellion, Wicket Hack, plus 50% damage to combo. Amazing. Wicket Hack now deals plus 50% damage if the target has combo. No longer reduces heal received. That's excellent. That seemed like a pretty crappy one, honestly. So it's going to deal more damage rather than reduce the healing received of the target. If it bleeds, now ignores 30%. Bleed resist. Bleed out now ignores 30% as well. Pistol shot applies daze to the target. Now, and the plus skill applies stun to the target to have a combo. Grape shot plus no longer has combo effects, but the damage has been slightly increased. So that will be more worth taking. The Highwind has a lot of good moves, and Grape Shot Blast, even though it's better than the previous game, it was one of those, it's like, it's hard to justify taking that over a lot of his other moves. So maybe this, we'll have to see how the damage is, but maybe that'll make us want to take it more often. Open Vein deals greater bleed on combo, and the plus one even more. So Tracking Shot no longer prevents dodge tokens from being gained, but now applies combo. I don't know how I feel about that one. Should be a choice to consume. That would be amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I would prefer it that way. I don't know if they'll ever do that, but Razor's Wit now applies the combo points. Baseline no longer grants dodge. Well, that kind of sucks. Harvest. I kind of wish that was a change. take that back out. That one I don't want. Harvest now has a 25% chance to apply a combo. Play out plus now clears combo from the target. Okay. It's not super useful right now, but we don't know how many enemies they're going to add that work on combo points. I have a feeling that some of the ones they just added will. Solo now applies combo. Leper. Chop now ignores blind tokens if the target has combo. Baseline. Because, you know, the Leper definitely needed a buff. Hugh now ignores blind tokens if the target has combo. That's really awesome. I really like the combo system. I just wish there was a way to not consume them if you didn't want to. Man-at-Arms. Crush now has a 10% self-heal if they have a combo. Interesting. Crush plus 20% self-heal off a combo. Wow. No longer grants block with a combo, though. Man, 20% self-heal, and you get him up to like 100 and something health. Fix an issue with hold the line, plus not correctly consuming combo tokens when stunning. Occultist. Weak and curse. Weak tokens reduced to 1. Ouch. That sucks. But also now applies a combo. Love the Man-at-Arms? Yeah, he's really good. I think he's one of my favorite in this game. I actually would have rather that stayed how it was. Weak only being 1 turn now feels kind of rough. Yeah, Crush is nice now. This is Artillery now has a 25% chance to combo baseline, and the plus version at 33%. Binding Shadow now grants unchecked power if the target has combo. No longer has 50% chance. That is... Crit chance removed from Binding Shadow plus? What? That's a weird change too. I like that it's a guarantee, but it's now only if they have a combo. So, the problem with some of these moves, mainly the Occultist, if you take in like the Anamnesis and Binding Shadow and stuff like that, a lot of these really don't do anything until you unlock everything on the character, which is unfortunate. I mean, the addition of combo points down here will help a little bit, but I would really rather them add some ways for the Occultist to use their unchecked power on earlier skills rather than just dumping more combo points in there, you know? Like, I'm not sure exactly what they would do, but it feels like unchecked power being earlier in the skill tree for those that are not progressing as quickly or don't have as much time with the game or whatnot would be a good idea. But Ounce of Prevention no longer heals stress. Wow, look how far Ounce of Prevention has come. What? Holy crap. Ounce of Prevention, when this first hit early access, was like the win button. It was a stress heal. You could just stall and you could use, there was no limit. They didn't have to have 5 stress. There was no turn limit, or use limit rather. You just had to wait like 3 turns. Holy crap. And then they nerfed it and now it's just no longer a stress heal at all. Wow. Holy crap. Anyway, they increased the bleed white burn resist on it. No longer heals stress. Wow, wow, wow. That is insane. I mean, more party comms, combinations. Well, it's not so much that, like, yes, I think progression should do that, but it's weird that he has moves that give the unchecked power before he has any way to use the unchecked power. You know what I mean? Like, he gets to uncheck power first, and it does nothing for him until he unlocks a new move that uses unchecked power. Blinding Gas now has a 25% chance to apply a combo. That is really strong, too. I mean, it's only 25%, but Blinding Gas is already incredible. It gets rid of tokens, like dodge tokens in the back, obviously, like anything does. Blind is really strong, and now it has additional effect of applying combo tokens, especially everyone getting uses for combo tokens. That's actually really strong. Runaway. Searing Strike deals greater burn on combo. Searing Strike, oh my god, she's going to be even crazier. A lot of people wanted her buff, but I mean, she was hitting the last boss for like 80 damage non-crit. Anyway, deals greater burn on combo, plus deals even greater. Searing Strike plus no longer applies burn to a random adjacent target on combo, however. We'll have to see what the greater damage is. Ransack now applies burn to a random adjacent... okay, so they moved it over to Ransack on combo. Ransack plus, pull increased to 2. That's nice. She can pull 2 forward. So she can pull all the way from position 3 to 1 now. Line up for, like, you know, Highwayman or something like that. Dragonfly now has a 25% chance to apply a combo point. Plus has a 33%. Smokescreen, blind token reduced to 1. Oh, it's painful. It's almost not worth using now. I mean, yes, in a combo setup, but for the blind alone, it's definitely not nearly as worth using. I don't really like that change too much either. But, anyway. They're really leaning hard into the combo points, unlike everyone. You can stun with unchecked power. Was that a change? So that might have been a change since last time I played. So I should preface this with, I haven't played since October. I played like almost 200 hours in October when it first came out. And I know there's been some minor balance changes since then. For instance, back when I played previously, the Hellion had no combo, nothing added to combo. Her upgrades didn't give her the heal reduction to enemies. It would just was a flat damage. So thank you, Killer. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So they already changed that. Man, gameplay changes. Block token stack limit raised to 3. Block plus limit to 3. That's nice. Monsters now share the same temporary post-stun resistance buff that heroes have. That's not a big deal in this game. Not so much. Oh, we're still going. Monsters. Gaunts and ghouls. Ghoul now generate block tokens instead of dodge. I think that makes sense. You don't really think of a ghoul like that. That's going to be a lot better in general. Anyway, thematically, yeah, sure. But, man, they already took the road timer away when you get, like, the double ghoul or whatever. All right. Librarian's Flashfire skill renamed to Burnout. Pit Fighter's Accelerant is now only used once per fight. No, but will automatically build up in the same level of buffs, reducing its perceived number of actions per round without changing mechanics. Ghoul was protection to me, Dark Vision 1, yeah. What a roller coaster that sentence was. I was like, yes! Pit Fighters won't be using 3 actions a round. Well, they kind of still will, but it won't seem like they do. They'll get the benefit of 3 actions per round, kind of, but it won't seem like they're getting it. So yeah, Pit Fighter is still just as deadly. The Lost Battalion. Quirks related to the Lost Battalion now apply correctly when fighting the Dreaming General. I didn't even realize those weren't applying before. It's interesting. Drummer's order defensive formation adjusted slightly so that only the targeted foot soldier will have taunt tokens at the time of use. Villagers added mashes containing new mongrel and firemouth monsters. So mashes, like from the first game, are unit sets, like sets of units that you can run into in battles. So basically mongrel and firemouth can now be an enemy is all it means. Fixed an issue with a hard antiquarian mash, sometimes spawning in lieu of a normal difficulty fight inappropriately. Really? You could get the hard level antiquarian on your first road? Wow. I don't know that I ran into that, or I don't think so. No wonder some people were talking about how powerful she is. Imagine getting the hard one on road 1. Shambler. Clapperclaws will now prioritize combo mark targets when applicable. Clapperclaws got buffed. Grave Robber Chapter 2 and Jester Chapter 2 were revised based on user feedback. Provide a less frustrating, more intuitive experience. Quirks were changed. Braggart added 10% chance of gaining a taunt token hitting an enemy. Interesting. Thanatophobia added take 10 stress on team member death. Whoa. I mean, it makes sense, but geez. So basically, if someone has that and a team member dies, they have a meltdown immediately, which makes sense. Dancer's balance changed completely. When moved by enemy, 15% chance of gaining 2 dodge plus tokens. Ooh, that sounds good too. Get hit by a goat, suddenly have 2 dodge plus tokens. It's only 15%, but still. Daredevil added 50% chance, 1 stress healed when missed by an enemy. Very nice. New quirk, Hypochondriac. 5% chance when hero is hit to contract a random disease. Oh my god, there's some diseases in this game that are absolutely devastating. That's rough. You're right, it's only 5%. No. You know what? That's going to happen every single battle. Hypochondriac, definitely a remove right away kind of quirk. Got that weak immune system. What's interesting is hypochondriac is they think they always have a disease, but this is literally they manifest it. Oh god, did I get a disease? 5% chance, yes. New disease, the oozes. 15% chance per turn of contracting blight in combat. Ooh. Probably just like a 1 or 2 blight, but still. New disease, botulism. Minus 15% max HP. 5% chance of blind or daze per round starts. Rough. Miscellaneous gameplay. In items and SC items now have much more descriptive tooltips to explain what they do. Negative relationships will no longer hate block in item use. Very nice change. This was not communicated well, and we've removed it for the time being. To reduce frustration. Random initiative roll was changed from a D8 to D6 to give you greater credence to speed scores. So for anyone that doesn't know what that means, just like in the first game, how speed worked is there was an individual invisible dice roll at the beginning of each round. So a round starts, every single character and every single enemy gets an invisible D8 roll, so 1, 2, and 8, and that is secretly added to their speed, and you don't see it on their character stat sheet. That's why in the first game, sometimes you'd have a character like your grave robber who should go faster than your crusader, but your crusader rolls an 8, your grave robber rolls a 1, and they get out of sync, and it's not how you would expect it. So to reduce that kind of thing happening in this, they're lowering it to a D6 roll. So you're gonna get a 1 to 6. So what that really boils down to is you're more likely to have faster characters go first as you think they would. But occasionally with bad RNG, they still can go in the wrong order. Affinity threshold for forming relationship was 6, now it's 7. Interesting. So relationships take a little bit longer to develop. Positive relationship durability was 4, now 5. That's nice too. So if you get a full relationship, you have 5 ticks that it has to reduce before they stop their relationship instead of just the 4. Increase provisioner in-store item stock significantly to provide more strategic shopping opportunities. Thank goodness. Some runs, and I mean, that's the case with roguelite things, you know, like Slay the Spire, you get to the shop, your first shop, you have enough, and it has like the god item of the run, you get it, and your run feels good. That doesn't always happen. But in this, a lot of times it was like, all right, if I want to build a relationship early, sometimes you get a very huge boost on that with being able to shop early for even just like laudanum early. Increased loot for high difficulty road combats. Nice. Scouting related stagecoach items and trophies, e.g. the unabridged edition fixed. Inns now heal 1 stress per hero automatically. Nice little quality of life change. Tracker's map, stagecoach upgrade reinstated. Scouts for creature dens in Oasis. That's kind of cool. I like that. So the Tracker's map was the, originally when the game came out, it scouted for layers. But then they made it so that layers were automatically scouted due to the mechanic where you have to do a layer before you can do the brain, or you lose. So now they just reinstated it and it scouts out dens, which is the new animal thing we read about, and Oasis, which is stress heal or item. UI improvements, story view improvements, distance to the mountain display added. That's kind of nice instead of just distance to the next inn. Academic, the alt combat view, which we read about earlier. Improved travelogue in the inn. So overall, this is all really good stuff. I mean, there's some, like, not necessarily buffs, but like some lateral moves in here that I don't really like as much. Feels like they might be leaning a little too heavily into combo. I like the combo point system in the game and the token system in general. But if like every single person has an add combo and a do this if combo exists, it loses its identity or flavor a little bit, I think. You know? You guys agree with that? Like yeah, combo system awesome. But if like everything adds combo and then everything acts off combo, you might as well just have those things do that without the combo point, you know? Unless it's a more interesting thing. But new stuff, always super awesome. New enemies, can't wait to die to some spiders. And lots of good balance changes though on this in general. Outside of that, so if everyone is special, no one is special. Heard you like combos. Thank you, Exhibit. Certain characters, you either take those 2 or 3 or none of them. Yeah, that's the tricky part about it, of being developers and the balancing. So there is that side of it too, right? And so before, an example was the Hellion. The Hellion didn't have anything that used combos when the game first came out, or when it first hit early access, and her upgrades felt a little bit lackluster because it just added raw damage. But now, I still took her, right? She was still good. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Of course, this is just reading through. Things can always feel different when you get in there. They usually do. So I'll do a run with the new stuff. And yeah, we'll see how it is. That was the February Darkest Dungeon 2 patch notes and updates. The first major patch. Got more in the roadmap coming. What they call it, the Beast and Burden update. Darkest Dungeon 2 patch, Beast and Burdens update.